Are you feeling overwhelmed by your emotions? It's a question many of us might answer with a resounding yes. But before we dive into the depths of these feelings, it's essential to understand one fundamental truth. All emotions, whether they're joy, anger, sadness, or fear, are perfectly valid and normal. You see, emotions are our body's natural response to the world around us. They're like an internal compass guiding us through the labyrinth of life, helping us navigate our experiences. So whenever you feel an emotion, whether it's one that lights you up or weighs you down, remember, it's okay to feel it. It's okay to be human. Now you might be wondering, what do I do with these emotions, especially the ones that feel too heavy to carry? That's a great question. But before we can answer it, we need to recognize the importance of acknowledging our emotions. Acknowledging your emotions doesn't mean letting them control your life. It means giving yourself permission to feel without judgment or resistance. It's about accepting that it's okay not to be okay sometimes. After all, we're not robots programmed to be happy all the time. We're complex beings with a spectrum of emotions, and that's what makes us beautifully human. Moreover, suppressing your emotions, especially the negative ones, is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. It requires a lot of energy, and eventually it'll pop back up, often at unexpected times and with greater intensity. So, instead of pushing your feelings away, try embracing them. Embrace your emotions, not as burdens, but as messengers. They're trying to tell you something. And by acknowledging them, you're opening up a dialogue with yourself. You're creating a safe space within you where your feelings are seen, heard, and validated. And as you cultivate this practice of acknowledgement, you'll notice a shift. You'll feel lighter, more balanced, and more in tune with yourself. You'll discover that your emotions, even the challenging ones, are not obstacles but stepping stones to deeper self-understanding and growth. Remember, your emotions are valid and it's okay to feel them. So now that we've acknowledged our emotions, how can we identify them? You may wonder, but don't worry, that's what we're here to delve into. The first step to identifying your emotions is to understand your emotional triggers. These could be anything from a stressful day at work, a heated argument, or even a simple change in weather. Start by reflecting on your day and pinpoint the moments when you felt a shift in your mood. What was happening? Who were you with? What were you thinking about? Next, pay attention to your reactions to these triggers. Do you tend to lash out in anger, withdraw into sadness, or freeze in fear? Your reactions are a direct reflection of the emotions stirring within you. Now let's talk about the emotions themselves. Emotions can be complex and multifaceted, making them tricky to identify. However, there are some common emotions we all experience: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, and disgust. If you're finding it hard to label your emotion, it might be a blend of two or more of these basic feelings. Remember, it's okay to feel mixed emotions, and it's okay if you can't put a name to what you're feeling right away. Emotions aren't always black and white. They exist in shades of grey. The key here is to be honest with yourself. This might seem like a simple concept, but it's surprisingly easy to deceive ourselves about what we're truly feeling. We might tell ourselves we're just tired when we're actually sad, or that we're fine when we're clearly upset. This self-deception can hinder our emotional growth. So let's strive for authenticity. Be patient with yourself and give yourself the freedom to feel whatever it is you're feeling. No judgment, no suppression, just honest emotional identification. Remember, this is a journey, not a race. It's perfectly okay to take your time and move at your own pace. The important part is that you're making progress, no matter how small. Identifying your emotions is the first step towards managing them effectively. So let's continue to explore this path of emotional self-discovery together. You've acknowledged and identified your emotions. Now what? How can you let go of the negative ones? Well, let's dive into that. The first step in releasing negative emotions is to practice deep breathing. It sounds simple, but it's a powerful way to calm your mind and body. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a few seconds and then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this process for a few minutes. As you breathe, visualize the negative emotions leaving your body with each exhale. You might imagine them as a dark cloud dissipating in the wind or as waves receding from the shore. Next up is visualization. This involves creating a mental image of a place or event, that brings you peace. Maybe it's a serene beach with gentle waves lapping at the shore, or a quiet forest filled with the sounds of nature. Whatever it is, picture it in your mind as vividly as you can. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the texture. Let this place become your refuge from negative emotions. Whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, close your eyes and take a trip to this safe haven in your mind. Lastly, we have mindfulness practices. Mindfulness is about staying present and fully engaged with what you're doing at the moment without getting caught up in your thoughts or emotions. You can practice mindfulness in a variety of ways. For instance, you can do a body scan where you focus on each part of your body, acknowledging any sensations or tensions you might feel. Or you can practice mindful eating, where you savor each bite of food, paying attention to its taste, texture, and aroma. By focusing on the here and now, you can prevent negative emotions from taking over your thoughts. Remember that it's normal to feel a range of emotions, and it's okay to feel negative emotions from time to time. The goal isn't to avoid these emotions, but to learn how to manage them effectively. These exercises are tools you can use to help you do that. You don't have to be a master at them right away. Practice makes perfect, and consistency is key. One important thing to remember is to be gentle with yourself during this process. It's not about berating yourself for feeling a certain way, but rather understanding that emotions are part of being human. We all feel anger, resentment, fear, and other negative emotions at times. It's how we handle these emotions that makes the difference. As you go about your day, try to incorporate these exercises into your routine. Maybe you start your day with a few minutes of deep breathing, or you take a mental vacation to your peaceful place during your lunch break. Perhaps you practice mindfulness while you're washing the dishes or brushing your teeth. Try these exercises the next time you're feeling overwhelmed by negative emotions. With practice and patience, you'll find that you're not only able to release these emotions, but also to cultivate a more positive and peaceful state of mind. Great! So you've learned to release negative emotions. But how do you maintain a healthy emotional balance? Well, maintaining emotional balance isn't about eliminating emotions. It's about understanding them, managing them, and using them to enrich your life. There are several ways you can maintain this balance, and we'll explore some of them now. Firstly, regular exercise is a powerful tool for emotional health. When you exercise, your body releases chemicals called endorphins. These are your body's natural mood lifters. They help to reduce stress, improve sleep, and boost self-esteem. So, whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga class, or a game of soccer, find an activity you enjoy and make it a part of your routine. Next, let's talk about diet. Eating a balanced diet isn't just good for your body, it's essential for your mind too. Certain foods have been linked to mood changes, energy levels, and an overall sense of well-being. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like fish and walnuts can help to boost your mood. Plus, staying hydrated and avoiding excessive caffeine and sugar can also keep your emotional state steady. Now, on to sleep. It's no secret that when we're tired, our emotions can be a little out of whack. Sleep has a significant impact on our mood and our ability to regulate emotions, so aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. You might find that a regular sleep schedule and a bedtime routine can help. Lastly, self-care. This isn't just about bubble baths and spa days, it's about taking time out to do something that you enjoy. It's about saying no when you need to and giving yourself permission to rest. It's about taking care of your emotional well-being just as much as your physical health. In the end, maintaining a healthy emotional balance is a continuous process. It's about being kind to yourself, listening to your body, and taking steps to ensure your emotional well-being. Remember, maintaining a healthy emotional balance is just as important as letting go of negative emotions. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. Our journey began with acknowledging our emotions, the first crucial step towards emotional balance. It's about giving yourself permission to feel, to experience the full spectrum of emotions without judgment. Next, we dove into identifying our emotions. Remember, emotions are like signals guiding us towards understanding our inner world. By naming them, we're gaining control. We're becoming the master of our feelings rather than being their slaves. Then we explored several exercises to release negative. These exercises can be your go-to strategies whenever you feel overwhelmed by anger, resentment, or any other negative emotion. They're like your personal emotional first aid kit. Finally, we discussed how to maintain emotional balance. It's not a one-time task, but an ongoing process, a commitment to self-care, nurturing emotional well-being, just like we care for our physical health. Remember, it's okay to feel your emotions. You have the tools to manage them effectively. You are not alone this journey. If you found this video helpful and want more tips on navigating your emotions, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.